Hey, what's up guys? Today I have a special nursing video just for you. So today I have how to prepare for nursing school, and I have 10 tips to get you ready for when it all begins. Number 1, give yourself a big pat on the back for getting into nursing school. It's been a journey getting here, and it's only just started. Have a little dance party? Okay, not really. So the first actual tip is to set high goals. So in nursing school, you can't be disappointed if you don't reach your top goals. It is so much harder than high school, and it's harder than a lot of different programs. So set a high goal, and if you fall short, at least you've come close. Remember that everyone came into nursing school with high grades. That was something that I totally didn't expect when I started nursing school. Everybody has a high GPA. Everybody is so smart and so ready to learn it and is so passionate about it. It can be a very competitive program, and remember that your grades will drop. If you're coming out of high school and you're going into nursing school, your grades do drop quite a bit. Like, I'm talking 10, 15, 20%. Some of my friends have dropped in the 20% range. It's a hard program at times, but you'll get through it. So just remember to set goals. Goals are so important. Number 2, complete your prerequisites. Most schools have like prerequisites or like requirements for before you start nursing. For my school, we have to do CPR, mask fit testing, a TB test, CPR, or I said CPR, a police criminal record check, and I think that's about it. Yes. And before first year, we had to do all of our immunizations and prove that we had all our vaccinations so that we don't spread anything in the hospital. So what I recommend is doing it as early as possible. I know it's kind of hard, especially this year with Corona, but if you can, and if you're in a place that you're able to do these prerequisites, it'll make your life a world easier if you do it earlier on in the summer. That way it's done and over with, and you don't have to worry about it until next year when you have to do it all over again. So talking about deadlines are so important in nursing, and even just in university or college in general. Nursing school is full of deadlines, whether it be clinical choices, papers, finals, drug calculation tests, etc. Make sure to keep on top of them. It is so important not to fall behind on your deadlines, because that will mess you up for your entire nursing journey. And as nurses, we are expected to be good with deadlines, our medications, different things that we have to do for our registered body. So take a day, honestly, during your summer or just before school, and look at everything that your school has in terms of deadlines and write them down in a calendar. Calendars are so important. So keep it on your phone calendar. I like to do a phone calendar and an actual calendar. That way I won't miss it. I see it in 2 places, and there's no way I can miss whether it be tuition or again the prerequisites for nursing or anything like that. It'll really help you out. It'll also help you keep organized before school starts, and it's a good way to start thinking about being organized, because you have to be really organized for nursing school. When you get your course syllabuses, you should do the same with your deadlines. I mean, this is kind of general for all university programs, but for me, I get my syllabus about 5 to 7 days before courses start, and I usually take an entire day and just go through it and write it on both of my phone calendars and a physical calendar. All of your projects, your papers, your midterms, your finals if you have it already. And it'll help you and have you ready before everything starts, so you're already a step ahead, because you already know what you're doing and you already know what's coming up when. I also recommend color coding your calendar. I'm going to insert a picture of my color-coded calendar. So this is kind of rough, but you can see that there's different color codes. So there's green, yellow, blue, purple, which is what I used for it. So as you can see, there are different color codes for each course. Another thing, I know this is a whole thing on deadlines and organization, but there's this app on your computer that I'll also show you, and it's called Sticky Notes, at least on Mac computers, and it is so useful. Honestly, everybody uses sticky notes, And how I use it is I put it like a calendar, like Sunday to Saturday, and write everything for the next 3 weeks on it so that I know. And then I also have a to-do list on the side, or you can use it for so many functions. It's free, you can change the color of the sticky notes, you can change the font, everything. Like, it is such a great app to stay organized and on top of things. Plus, it forces you to constantly be looking at your calendar ahead so that you don't fall behind, and so that you know, oh, right, I have a project due in 3 weeks that I really should
start getting working on.
So I can start working on it. Sorry, it's really late. And yeah, so another really great tip that I wish I knew before I started nursing school, / I kind of did, but honestly I could have done it better, was meet friends before you go to school. So check out your school's Instagram page, check out if there's like a nursing page on Instagram for your school, check out if there's a Facebook page, like all that kind of sort of things is really important, because people will make like Facebook group chats or Instagram group chats or Snapchat group chats where you can talk with people in your university or just in your program. And it's a really great way to like meet people and kind of socialize so you're more comfortable. And when you get there, if you're going away for school, you already know people, so you can go out and like hang out with them, whatever you want, right? And you kind of already know them, you know what they're about, so it's not so awkward. So meeting friends and like even following that Facebook or Instagram page is super important, because it can allow you to ask questions when needed, meet friends early, and kind of get the sense of the community, like kind of feel out who's going, who you're gonna be friends with maybe, and people you might like, you know? So this is something that I wish I had done, but I didn't do. So last year I had a couple, so after I finished first year, I had a couple of students or peers, I guess, that were going into first year, and like nursing school isn't necessarily the easiest to navigate. So I had a couple of friends or a couple of people that reached out to me on like Instagram and stuff, who saw that I was a part of the page, and I don't have a private account, so they just like DM'd me and asked me questions about the programs and like before school began. And honestly, I think it really helped them like ease their nerves about school and kind of, you know what first year was all about. So if you have the opportunity to like talk to people who are in upper years about nursing before you go, it's so like it's really good for you to do. And even when you get to first to second to third year, you can always lean on that person in further years and say, hey, I have this placement, like what do you think? Or do you know how this instructor is, or how this teacher is, you know? Another thing that you could also use is we also have really good tips and tricks for placements, for projects, for teachers, all in the bag, because it's usually a small program for most schools. It's a pretty tight community, so generally we know what your experience might look like, and we'll know how your teachers are and stuff. So ask us, and we're here to help, really. So the next tip is be organized. And I know I just did a whole long stint about this, so I'll keep it kind of shorter. Nursing school can be tricky. I know for me, it was kind of a shock that your teachers, I know they say this all the time in high school, but your teachers don't really, like, they're not accountable for you at all. Make sure you organize yourself really well. It's so important. Like, I can't stress this enough, how important it is to organize yourself and organize your time really well. You need to know when your deadlines are coming up, and you need to know what you're doing, what you're studying, when you're studying, and you need to make time for yourself. That is so important in nursing school, especially once you start your clinical placements. And it's really hectic and stressful sometimes, mentally, physically exhausting. It's really important to know that, hey, I'll do a project earlier on in the week. That way after my clinical time, I can just sit back and relax, hang out with friends, whatever you want. And that's really important. For me, personally, I like to make daily goals for what I can complete. So for example, right now I'm in summer school, and I have like a paper due every week for like 3 or 4 weeks. And it's just, I write what I want to achieve for each day, whether it be watch a lecture or comment on a lecture or start a paper, start the research for a paper, all of that. So I think making really general goals like that is really useful. It also keeps you on track and limits procrastination. I truly am the procrastinating queen. I am so good at it, which is so bad, but somehow I managed to get everything done in time, which is kind of a bad example. But it makes you so stressed, and especially when you have so many other things that are going on in nursing school and everything else. So I honestly would recommend during the summer, you know, it's quarantine, we got nothing else to do, get acquainted with the syllabus if you have it. Some schools have like a syllabus catalog where you can like look up all the old syllabuses if you don't have one yet, and you can kind of see what kind of projects you'll have, whether it's group projects or papers or kind of the weighting of it, and you can kind of plan out things way ahead of time, which is, you know, it kind of can ease your nerves, because if you get the syllabus like on day one of school and you're already getting content, it can be really overwhelming because you quickly realize that deadlines come up so fast and it's hard to get everything done like that. That probably made no sense. But yeah, another thing that's good about getting to know your syllabus is you can kind of get to know the courses kind of early, which is important because you can see what might be a more challenging topic for you and what you might need to spend extra time on. I know everybody is so excited about their placements because that is literally the best part about nursing school. Look at what placements you could potentially have, or look up when the sign up for nursing placements are, or the different places or the different facilities that you might be able to go to. If you do this, you can research like tips and tricks on YouTube for different placements. So if you have like a long-term care placement in first year, like I did, I spent so much time researching and looking up like YouTube videos of what to expect for long-term care. Of course, that's different in each placement, but it made me so much more comfortable with going in there and knowing what to expect. And for the most part, it was very true and very general to kind of how the layout was. Of course, some of the experiences are different because you have different peers, different residents, different patients, different like clinical instructors, but it is really nice to kind of know what to expect. One of the biggest, most important things of nursing school, and I can't stress it enough, and even for university students, make time to relax. Make time to relax. It is so important, and know what coping strategies are available for you and what what fills up your cup, what makes you happy. Nursing school is difficult. You know, I didn't really realize until especially second year when I had more clinical courses, but for normal programs, they have, you know, like 25 hours of class like a week. We have so much more class time because we have so much clinical time. You know, there's people with tons of days off and tons of free time, but we have to really stick our class schedules close together because we have clinical time on top of that. So it's really important that you need to know what kind of works for you. You also may have extracurriculars, or you may want to partake in certain things in the university life and, you know, your social life and stuff that also need to be factored in, but you need to take you time. If you're just go all day, you'll get worn out so fast in nursing, I can assure you that. If you're going from class to going out with your friends or going from class to extracurriculars, like it can be a lot for you. So make sure you know, even if it's literally just like having a shower or just listening to music for like 20 minutes of the day, and it's just time for you to sit and be by yourself, do it. It is so important for you and so important for your mental health. Some things that are really great that a lot of people use and a lot of people find useful for their me time is going to the gym, coloring, reading, playing video games, playing music, listening to music or podcasts. Literally any of the sorts is a great coping skill. Clinical days can be really stressful. Most of them are really, really great, but like everybody kind of has a bad day or a day where they don't learn as much as they wanted to, or they learn too much, or they've been paired with a nurse that wasn't so nice to them, etc. So make sure that at the end of your clinical day especially, you know a way to unwind. For me, as soon as I get home, I take off my gross scrubs because they're gross, and I take a shower for like 20 minutes, and then I make a meal and literally just sit and watch YouTube for hours until I go to bed, or for a few minutes until I fall asleep because it's such a long day. Clinical days are really, they're long, and honestly you learn so much. Like the amount of knowledge that you put in your brain during clinical, or most clinical placements at least, is more information than you would get like an entire week of class. So it's a lot to learn in one day and it's a lot to process, so it's really important to know what makes you happy. as well as when you get into upper years, it's important to continue with that kind of relaxation time, because you do have more clinical hours and more responsibilities as a nursing student that will be more stressful for you, especially with increased class loads. So yeah, I definitely recommend doing something super positive when you get home from a clinical. That way it's rewarding for you at the end of the day, at the end of the long day, whether it's good, bad, or you know, you've just learned too much. It'll help you feel grounded and help you kind of cool down and get ready for either your next day of clinical, your weekend, or your next day of class. So then for the next tip, it is learning not to take things so personally. And I honestly was so bad at this. I didn't realize that you really need to learn how to not take things personally when you're critiqued in nursing school. But for nursing school, often your instructors will only give you like constructive criticism. You don't really get a lot of positives besides, you know, like good job, like once in a while, because the thing is, if you don't make mistakes, you're not going to be a better nurse. You need to be able to make mistakes, and it's a safe environment to do so. That's why you have clinical instructors, and that's why you have lab time. They can't praise every good thing that you've done, otherwise they'd be praising people all day and they wouldn't be able to look at what people need to get better at. The only way to get good at nursing is honestly to make mistakes. So don't take it personally. Most instructors, and I'm saying most for a very good reason, most instructors like you. That's a story time. Most instructors like you, and they don't want you to make mistakes in your future because they honestly care about your learning and they care about making you a good nurse. So they'll give you constructive criticism, but they're making sure that you're gonna be a good nurse, and they're so excited to see you grow. Like, your growth from the beginning of the semester to the end of the semester is crazy. It's crazy if you look from day one, your first clinical, to the last clinical. Like, I remember for my fall semester, again on the postpartum unit, my first day, you know, I got to assess a baby. I held a baby for the first time. I bathed the baby for the first time. Flash forward to like the last day, like I'm giving needles, I'm giving medications, I'm giving full assessments, I'm holding multiple babies, I've been to the NICU, I've been to labor and delivery. Like, I've grown so much, and it's over such a small period of time, and you don't really see the changes when you're there, but if you reflect on it, you'll see. And the only reason you've made these changes are because your instructors have told you that you need to do better. They keep telling you, even if you're doing things really, really well, they might point out things that are just not as good, you know, or things to remember for the future. And it's really useful, especially for the future. And these are the moments that really shape you as a nurse, because you don't have an instructor when you graduate and when you get on your floor. Also, use the instructors and use your teachers as a valuable learning resource. They are so full of knowledge, and we're so lucky that we have multiple clinical instructors, different lab instructors, different teachers, because everybody has a different experience and everybody has a different education. So they all have different perspectives on different things. You can ask the same question to multiple people to get their opinion, and it's so useful. It'll only give you more knowledge and get you more ready to become a nurse. So my final tip is to buy your supplies. This is also super exciting and something that you can do during quarantine for the most part. And it's something that you can get ready for nursing. So you've made it. That's it, really. And it's time to get you going. But yeah, so congratulations again for getting into nursing school. Or if you're just watching this for fun, thanks for watching anyways. I really appreciate your watch, your view. Again, it's late. So yeah, so please like and subscribe. Subscribe if you want to see more content. I have a lot more nursing content coming out, a lot of university content, a lot of fun like nursing content as well, and just random other bits and pieces for it. Please comment below what you liked, or if you're already in nursing school, comment what you have found, or tips and tricks, or how to prepare for nursing school, what you found was useful that you wish you had known, or comment what you want to see next. You know, I have tons of nursing story times. I know it's only been 2 years and I have 2 more to go, but I have a lot of information to share and I love sharing things. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so I'll see you soon. Bye.